कल राजपत्र में प्रकाशित होने के साथ लागू हो गया। ये कानून पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेश और अफगानिस्तान से धार्मिक प्रताड़ना के कारण 31 दिसंबर 2014 तक भारत आए हिंदू, सिख, बौद्ध, जैन, पारसी और ईसाई समुदाय के अवैध प्रवासियों को भारतीय नागरिकता के योग्य बनाता है। ये संशोधन संविधान की 6ठी अनुसूची में शामिल असम, मेघालय, मिजोरम और त्रिपुरा के जनजातीय क्षेत्रों और इनर लाइन परमिट व्यवस्था के तहत आने वाले क्षेत्रों पर लागू नहीं होगा। असम के मुख्यमंत्री सर्बानंद सोनोवाल ने कहा है कि राज्य के लोगों को नागरिकता संशोधन कानून पर चिंता करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है। उन्होंने कहा कि उनकी परंपरा, संस्कृति, भाषा तथा भूमि और राजनीतिक अधिकार असम समझौते के 6ठे खंड के क्रियान्वयन में से सुरक्षित रहेंगे। श्री सोनोवाल ने कहा कि कुछ लोग इस बारे में भ्रम और अफवाह फैला रहे हैं। मुख्यमंत्री ने समाज के सभी वर्गों से शांति का माहौल बनाने की अपील की। इस बीच राज्य सरकार ने गुवाहाटी के पुलिस आयुक्त दीपक कुमार का तबादला कर दिया है। वरिष्ठ आईपीएस अधिकारी मुन्ना प्रसाद गुप्ता को गुवाहाटी का नया पुलिस आयुक्त बनाया गया है। डिब्रूगढ़ में आज दिन में 1 बजे तक कर्फ्यू में ढील दी गई है। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने असम के लोगों को आश्वासन दिया है कि नागरिकता संशोधन कानून पारित होने से उन्हें चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है। झारखंड के धनबाद में एक जनसभा में श्री मोदी ने असम के लोगों को आश्वासन दिया कि उनके अधिकारों, अद्वितीय पहचान और समृद्ध संस्कृति को कोई छीन नहीं सकता और ये लगातार फलती फूलती और विकसित होती रहेगी। प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा कि केंद्र सरकार असम समझौते के अनुच्छेद 6 की भावना के अनुरूप असम के लोगों के राजनीतिक, भाषाई, सांस्कृतिक और भूमि से जुड़े अधिकारों की संवैधानिक रक्षा के लिए पूरी तरह प्रतिबद्ध है। असम समझौते के अनुच्छेद 6 में असम के लोगों की सांस्कृतिक, सामाजिक, भाषाई पहचान और विरासत के संरक्षण तथा संवर्धन के लिए संवैधानिक, विधायी और प्रशासनिक सुरक्षा उपलब्ध कराने का प्रावधान है। इनर लाइन परमिट व्यवस्था मणिपुर तक बढ़ा दी गई है। राष्ट्रपति ने कल इस आदेश पर हस्ताक्षर कर दिए। 2 दिन पहले गृहमंत्री अमित शाह ने कहा था कि मणिपुर को इनर लाइन परमिट व्यवस्था के तहत लाया जाएगा। अरुणाचल प्रदेश, नागालैंड और मिजोरम के बाद मणिपुर चौथा राज्य है जहां ये परमिट लागू किया गया है। इस व्यवस्था वाले राज्यों में जाने के लिए देश के अन्य राज्यों सहित सभी बाहरी लोगों को अनुमति लेना जरूरी होता है। झारखंड में विधानसभा चुनाव के बाकी 2 चरणों के लिए प्रचार में तेजी आ गई है। चौथे और 5वें चरण में मुख्य रूप से कोयलांचल और संथाल परगना की 31 सीटों के लिए वोट डाले जाएंगे। विभिन्न राजनीतिक दलों के स्टार प्रचारक राज्य का व्यापक दौरा कर रहे हैं। इस बीच कल तीसरे चरण में 8 जिलों की 17 विधानसभा सीटों के लिए 62.5% से अधिक मतदान हुआ। राष्ट्रपति रामनाथ कोविंद ने वर्ष 2001 में संसद भवन पर आतंकी हमले में शहीदों को श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित की है। 2001 में आज ही के दिन आतंकवादियों ने संसद भवन पर हमला किया था। श्री कोविंद ने कहा कि भारत हर प्रकार के आतंकवाद के खात्मे के संकल्प पर अडिग है। वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारामन ने जीएसटी मुआवजे के मुद्दे पर गैर भारतीय जनता पार्टी शासित राज्यों के साथ भेदभाव के आरोपों का खंडन किया है। उन्होंने कहा कि किसी भी राज्य को अगस्त से मुआवजा नहीं दिया गया है और केंद्र राज्यों के प्रति जीएसटी मुआवजे की प्रतिबद्धता पूरी करेगा। वित्त मंत्री ने कल राज्यसभा में विनियोग विधेयक 3/2019 पर बहस के जवाब में ये बात कही। उन्होंने कहा कि 2017-18 के आईजीएसटी बकायों पर जीएसटी परिषद ने विचार विमर्श किया था और इसकी समीक्षा के लिए मंत्री समूह गठित किया गया है। इसके बाद राज्यसभा ने विनियोग विधेयक 3 लोकसभा को लौटा दिया। मालदीव के विदेश मंत्री अब्दुल्ला शाहिद आज नई दिल्ली में विदेश मंत्री डॉक्टर एस जयशंकर के साथ 6ठे भारत मालदीव संयुक्त आयोग की बैठक की सह-अध्यक्षता करेंगे। ये बैठक 4 वर्ष के अंतराल के बाद हो रही है। इसके साथ ही ये समाचार बुलेटिन समाप्त हुआ।
The Globe. I am Subha Kaul. The headlines. Maldives Foreign Minister Abdullah Shahid to co-chair 6th India-Maldives Joint Commission meeting in New Delhi. External Affairs Ministry to host the 6th Indian Ocean Dialogue and Delhi Dialogue 11 at the Pravasi Bharatiya Kendra in New Delhi tomorrow. Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO begins preparatory work for setting up a third rocket launch pad in Kulashekharapatinam, Tamil Nadu. And Indian Greta 8-year-old Lisipriya Kugujum urges global leaders to take immediate action to save the planet at United Nations Climate Change Conference COP25. Foreign Minister of Maldives Abdullah Shahid is on an official visit to India. He will co-chair the 6th India-Maldives Joint Commission meeting JCM along with External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar in New Delhi today. The JCM, which is taking place after a gap of over 4 years, will oversee and review the entire gamut of vast and expanding bilateral relationship with Maldives and chart a way forward for further deepening engagement. Mr. Shahid will call on Prime Minister Narendra Modi after the JCM. Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale called on the visiting dignitary on Wednesday. Mr. Shahid, who arrived in New Delhi on the 10th of this month, is leading a large 31-member delegation with senior officials of all major ministries and departments in the government of Maldives. Maldives government signed a contract with a joint venture of Indian companies for preparation of project report and development of Adu's second biggest city in the island nation. The contract was signed today by L&T Engineering Limited and Leah Associates South Asia for the Adu Road and Reclamation Project. The scope of the project includes land reclamation, construction of roads and storm water drainage system in Adu. This will upgrade existing infrastructure and mitigate the flood situation in Adu. It will be financed through $800 million line of credit extended by Exim Bank of India for strengthening of Indo-Maldives development cooperation. It is the second project after water and sanitation project in 34 islands. India and Maldives have seen close cooperation since coming of new government under President Ibrahim Mohammed Solih. External Affairs Ministry will host the 6th Indian Ocean Dialogue and Delhi Dialogue 11 at the Pravasi Bharatiya Kendra in New Delhi tomorrow. For the first time, these two dialogues will be held consecutively and on similar Indo-Pacific themes. The theme for Indian Ocean Dialogue is Indo-Pacific, Reimagining the Indian Ocean through an Expanded Geography. Delhi Dialogue 11 will start tomorrow evening and will run through the next day. The theme for this year's Delhi Dialogue is Advancing Partnership in Indo-Pacific and is being organized with the assistance of the Research and Information System for Developing Countries. In Britain, the ruling Conservative Party led by Prime Minister Boris Johnson is all set to win overall majority in the snap elections held yesterday. According to the exit poll, Tories will get 368 out of 650 seats in the lower House of Commons. Labour will get 191, the Liberal Democrats 13 and the Brexit Party none. The final results are expected to be known by this evening. This is likely to pave the way for Britain to leave the European Union next month. Johnson had campaigned on a promise to get Brexit done, owing to end years of political turmoil over Britain's future that has weighed on the economy and divided the nation. Two suicide bombers targeted a base of an Iraqi armed group led by Shiite cleric Muqtada Sadr, killing 11 fighters today. The army said the first attack took place late in the day near Tarthar Lake, southwest of Samarra, a long-time stronghold of Sunni terrorist groups some 100 kilometers north of Baghdad. It said the blast killed 7 fighters and wounded 3. Later, a second attacker blew up a car packed with explosives at the same site, killing another 4 fighters. No group immediately claimed responsibility. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter @AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com and our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You are listening to our program International News, where we bring you news from across the globe. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more updates from across the world. Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO has begun preparatory works for setting up a third rocket launch pad in the small coastal hamlet of Kulasekrapattinam in the Thuthukudi district of Tamil Nadu. The district administration has appointed a special tehsildar along with 8 more tehsildars to speed up the process of land acquisition for the centre. At present, the Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO has 2 launch pads at Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. The demand for additional launch pads has arisen as a result of the increase in the number of satellite launches from India, both for domestic and international customers. ISRO says that it had launched as many as 17 missions in 2018 alone. Recently, Union Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office, Dr. Jitendra Singh, had told in a written reply in Rajya Sabha that the government had a proposal to set up a rocket launching pad near Kulasekrapattinam in Tamil Nadu. The United States and China are close to finalizing a modest trade agreement that are set to kick in on Sunday, de-escalating their 17-month-old trade war. A report.
The U.S. Chamber of Commerce head of International Affairs, Myron Brilliant, said they are close to a deal. He said the administration has agreed to suspend Trump's plans to impose tariffs on $160 billion in Chinese imports on Sunday and to reduce existing tariffs. In return, Beijing would buy more U.S. farm products, increase American companies' access to the Chinese market, and tighten protection for intellectual property rights. The deal awaits final approval from President Donald Trump. However, Trump yesterday on Twitter declared he is getting very close to a big deal with China. Earlier, a spokesman for China's Ministry of Commerce, Gao Feng, had told reporters that the economic and trade teams of both sides have maintained close communication. He offered no additional details to release. Tanvi Khurana for AIR News.
The two sides are negotiating a so-called Phase 1 agreement as part of the efforts to resolve their sprawling trade dispute. India has condemned the terrorist attack in the western region of Niger last Tuesday and extended deepest condolences to the families of the victims and to the people and government of Niger. More than 70 people were killed and many injured in the incident. External Affairs Ministry said in a release that India stands in solidarity with the government and people of Niger in the fight against terrorism. It said India has always opposed and rejected terrorism in all its forms and manifestations and has urged concerted action by the international community against terrorism, including cross-border terrorism. The second India-US 2+2 ministerial dialogue will be held in Washington, D.C. on 18th of this month. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will lead the Indian delegation. Briefing media in New Delhi, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said they will meet their US counterparts for a comprehensive review of cross-cutting foreign policy and defence and security issues in India-US relations. In addition, both sides will exchange views on salient regional and global issues. The India-US 2+2 ministerial dialogue was initiated in September 2018 in order to provide a positive, forward-looking vision for the India-US strategic partnership and to promote synergy in diplomatic and security efforts. Since the inaugural edition of this dialogue, relations between India and the US have further expanded. The 2+2 dialogue will take stock of these growing relations and provide strategic guidance for their future development. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter @AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com and our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You are listening to our program International News, where we bring you news from across the globe. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more updates from across the world. The COP25 host Spain has said that some rich and developing countries are barring progress in vital United Nations climate talks. Nations gathered in Madrid are struggling to finalize the rule book of the 2015 landmark Paris Climate Accord, which aims to limit global temperature rise to well below 2 degrees Celsius and to a safer cap of 1.5 degrees Celsius if possible. A report.
Spain's Minister for Energy and Climate Change, Teresa Ribera, told reporters on the penultimate day of the two-week negotiations that some wealthier nations were slowing the progress as their governments weren't convinced of the need to act on the climate. Ribera said those countries' investment in coal, a highly polluting fuel, which scientists say makes the Paris goals impossible to achieve at the current usage rate. Countries are supposed to demonstrate renewed ambition for climate action during the Madrid talks and have a deadline next year by which they must submit new action plans. Natasha Karnani for AIR News.
Indian High Commissioner to Sri Lanka, Taranjeet Singh Sandhu, has said that India and Sri Lanka have long history and tradition of harmonious coexistence between man and nature with values that cherish, nourish and protect environment. He was speaking at the Second International Symposium on Social Sciences in Colombo. He added that going green is not a new motto and has always been part of their very existence, with both countries only building on to the legacy. Noting the efforts made by India and Sri Lanka towards building a greener and cleaner planet, High Commissioner mentioned that both the countries are founding members of important initiatives such as International Solar Alliance, which focuses on renewable energy. He said India has announced $100 million credit line to develop solar projects in Sri Lanka. Mr. Sandhu said both India and Sri Lanka have also been jointly funding research programs in science and technology for close to a decade and are partners in South Asia Satellite, which aids socio-economic development and welfare needs of the region. The theme of two-day symposium is development towards sustainability. Government of India has deployed Indian National Trust for Art and Cultural Heritage (INTAC) to provide consultancy services for post-earthquake reconstruction of 11 cultural heritage sites in Nepal. An agreement in this regard was signed by Dr. Ajay Kumar, Deputy Chief of Mission, Embassy of India, and Dr. C.T. Mishra, Member Secretary INTAC, in Kathmandu this morning. On this occasion, Indian Ambassador Manjeev Singh Puri said Nepal is one of the wonderful places on the earth which has extant civilization going back to thousands of years. He said it is the commitment and partnership of India to join hands with the people and government of Nepal to utilize the best possible services in India and internationally for reconstruction of cultural heritage sites. Ambassador Puri also said the services of these organizations will be used to ensure that cultural heritage preserved from hundreds of years is available to the future generations. INTAC will provide design and project management consultancy services for reconstruction of 11 cultural heritage sites in Kathmandu, Lalitpur, Bhaktapur and Solkhumubhu districts of Nepal. INTAC will work with Nepal's Department of Archaeology and reconstruct or conserve cultural heritage sites as per the Government of Nepal's guidelines. INTAC is one of the largest heritage organizations of the world with over 190 chapters across India. It was awarded with a special consultative status for United Nations Economic and Social Council in 2007. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter @AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com and our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You are listening to our program International News, where we bring you news from across the globe. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more updates from across the world. 12 more persons who were injured in the fire in a plastic factory in the suburbs of Dhaka succumbed to burn injuries at the Dhaka Medical College Hospital, DMCH, on Thursday. A report.
The death toll in the fire incident has gone up to 13. State Minister for Power, Energy and Mineral Resources told reporters yesterday that the fire had been operating illegally. A fire had broken out in a plastic factory in Hijaltola in the outskirts of Dhaka on Wednesday afternoon, which was brought under control by evening. Initially, it was reported that one person was killed in the fire and 35 suffered serious burn injuries. The death toll is likely to go up as a large number of people suffered severe burn injuries during the incident. Tanvi Khurana for AIR News.
Foreign Minister of Bangladesh, Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen, has rescheduled his visit to India. A report.
The official news agency of Bangladesh, BSS, quoting the Foreign Ministry, said that Dr. Momen has deferred his India visit to next month when he is likely to hold bilateral talks with his Indian counterpart, Dr. S. Jayashankar. The official told BSS that the change in schedule took place as the Foreign Minister was to join Martyred Intellectual Day in Dhaka on Saturday. Further, the State Minister for Foreign Affairs, Mohammad Shahriar Alam, will be leaving for Spain today, and the Foreign Minister was abroad on an official visit. This also necessitated the change in the schedule of Dr. Momen. The minister was scheduled to leave for Delhi yesterday on a 3-day visit to attend the Indian Ocean Dialogue (IOD) starting today. Spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs Ravish Kumar also confirmed the postponement of the visit of Bangladesh Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen. Briefing media in Delhi, he said that the minister changed his program due to his engagements in Bangladesh. The MEA spokesperson denied that it is in any way linked to the passage of Citizenship Amendment Bill (CAB) passed by the Parliament. He said that India-Bangladesh relations are in their golden phase now. He clarified that the comments made by the Home Minister Amit Shah about the oppression of minorities referred to the period of military rule and previous governments in Bangladesh, and not to the current government which is taking care of minorities. Natasha Karnani for AIR News.
In another development, Public Relations Officer of the Home Ministry of Bangladesh told media that Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan has cancelled his visit to Meghalaya. The minister was scheduled to travel to Meghalaya today on the invitation of Chief Minister Konrad Sangma. He said that the minister will visit Meghalaya later, possibly in January or February. 8-year-old Lisipriya Kangjum, known as the Indian Greta for her passion towards the fight against climate change, has urged global leaders to take immediate action to save the planet and the future of young children like her. Speaking at the United Nations Climate Change Conference COP25 at Madrid, capital of Spain, the young activist from Manipur, who has already spoken in 21 countries on climate change, gave the world a glimpse of her resolve as she urged global leaders to act now against climate change. The little girl has quickly shot to limelight, with Spanish newspapers hailing her as Greta of the Global South. Defending champion PV Sindhu's campaign in the year-ending BWF World Tour final was all but over after the Indian lost to China's Chen Yufei 22-20, 16-21, 12-21 in Guangzhou, China yesterday. Just like in her campaign opener against Japan's Akane Yamaguchi, Sindhu squandered a game advantage to lose yet again in a 1 hour and 12-minute match, virtually bowing out of contention for the knockouts. Trailing 17-20, Sindhu staged a dramatic turnaround to score 5 straight points and claim the first game. However, the Chinese rallied to win the second game after a strong start. Chen Yufei, who has been in rampaging from this session, having won all 6 of her finals, including the All England Championships, carried the momentum into the decider and left Sindhu stunned with her wide repertoire of shots. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Maldives Foreign Minister Abdullah Shahid to co-chair 6th India-Maldives Joint Commission meeting in New Delhi. External Affairs Ministry to host the 6th Indian Ocean Dialogue and Delhi Dialogue 11 at the Pravasi Bharatiya Kendra in New Delhi tomorrow. Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO begins preparatory works for setting up a 3rd rocket launch pad in Kulashekharapatinam in Tamil Nadu. And Indian Greta, 8-year-old Lisipriya Kangjum, urges global leaders to take immediate action to save the planet at United Nations Climate Change Conference COP25. You are listening to our program International News, where we bring you news from across the globe. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more updates from across the world. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter @AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com.